Hello everyone, the Klaus here, and today guys I'm going to review two Mega Bloks Dragons Universe sets released in 2011 as part of the second wave called Rise of the Predaverse. And today I'm going to review two small or primal dragons. So there will be Win or Zero first, and then Freeze Glaru. And for those who do not know, in Dragons Universe there is two sides fighting each other, the Alliance on one side and the Predaverse on the other side. So let's begin with the dragon from the Predaverse side, Win or Zero. So you can see the packaging is mostly red because it's a Predaverse dragon. You have his logo right there, the Dragons Universe logo up here. Obviously a nice drawing of Win or Zero himself here, and obviously also the egg which pops out of the packaging right there. You have of course information like the number of parts, age recommendation or the set number right there. On the side, the QR code that can be scanned with your smartphone to have some more information about the set itself. On this side, a close-up shot of Win or Zero. And on the back, a CGI picture of Win or Zero right there with the Predaverse logo once again, and all the 6 small sets released in this wave. So with 4 other dragons, well, with 3 other dragons, not including Win or Zero, and 2 speeders. So now let's move on to the instruction booklet, which is in fact kind of like the box because you will find the front illustration, then some random information, the CGI picture, and finally how to build the dragon in one step plus the parts list. So if you have any damaged part or lost part, you can order them for free on the Mega Bloks customer service website. Now first let's talk about the egg, which is a new small egg, if I can say so. So you can see one side is mostly black with some nice touch of green, and the other side is trans neon green, which looks really nice. Of course, you can open the egg in half, but there is no points of connection whatsoever, so no points of connection for studs or pinholes. It is just an element of decoration. And I think it looks pretty good right there. And also you have to know that this mod is exclusive to the Predaverse side, as we'll see with the Freeze Glaru's egg. So let's then talk about the set itself. So here's the body frame. So it's of course all the parts here are new in comparison to the older primal dragons released in 2010 and in the first wave of 2011. So new mold, as you can see. So this one is quite slim if you look on the side, but quite wide if you look on the top. So it's a nice contrast, I think. The color scheme is mostly black with some touch of green, as you can see right there, so injected green. And the core is in red. Not really that transparent, but still. Then we're going to link the legs on the different ball joints. So we have 4 ball joints for the legs. So here are the rear ones. And here are the front ones. So if I'm correct, the legs are symmetrical, they are the same. Right there, then you have the tail, which has a nice curved shape to it, in my opinion. Like that. Then we have the head, so which is a new type of mod, which can also be found on one of the dragons released in the Ultimate Battle set. Obviously, not the same color. And finally, the pair of wings. And you have to know that in fact there is 2 types of parts for each limbs. So this means that in this wave there will be 2 types of wings, 2 types of bodies, 2 types of tails, 2 types of rear legs, 2 types of front legs, and on and on and on. I will see that with Freeze Glaru after this. So, excuse me, let me adjust our little friend. So first, without any weapons, for those who want to see what the dragon looks like without any weapons, because some people do not really like the armored dragons in Dragons Universe. So yeah. And then the gun itself, which is made in 3 parts. So a pin, then the part to connect the laser, which with 2 points of connection for minifigure, figures arms, and a stud, and then here's the hole to put the laser. And as you can see, it's a Predator laser. It's different than the Alliance ones. And here we go, our dragon is finished. So, in terms of articulation, quickly, each, arms or legs is put on ball joint, so this means you can move this on the side a little, and also, of course, up and down. The same can be said for this one. The head can look down, up, and open the mouth, obviously, with nicely painted teeth and tongue, which is quite cool. And the gun can be turned. Obviously, it will touch the two spikes right there, but you can just move the head down, and you will have no real big problem to move the laser around. And so that said, now let's move on to Freeze Glaru, which is one of the Alliance Dragon. So this time the background is mostly blue, but we're going also to find the type of drawing right there, the drawing, and the egg. And as you can see, I will not put up the egg, but it's a different mold for the upper part, so really more rounded, as you can see. And of course, the colors are also different, white and transparent blue, which looks really cool. Once again, parts list and other parts, this informations, QR code, close-up shot, CGI picture on the back, looks quite nice, and the other model. And the same can be said for the instruction booklet. It's exactly the same. You will have a picture of the front of the box, a picture of the back of the box, instructions, and informations. So then let's move on to the dragon itself, because now we're going to see the second type of mold used on this primal dragon. And as you can see, it's really different because here we have already a huge, bulky body frame, as you can see. So obviously we still have all the points of connections, the ball joints for the front arms, front legs, rear legs, and this type of parts for the wings and guns, but it's really different. And for the color scheme, as for the color scheme, it's mostly white with some touch of black or gray injected in it, as you can see right there, and some blue for the spikes. As you can see, the tail is also different, way smaller, and the head also is quite different, very big, and with a mini looking to it. Mini looking to it, excuse me. So the front legs, so this dragon is more like a Goya because he got huge forearms, if I can say so, and small rear legs. So you can see it's really different than the other dragon. And the same will be said for the wings, which are different. Really simple, in fact, when you look at it. I mean, the shape is really quite simple in comparison to the previous type of wings Mega Bloks released. So here's the dragon finished, complete, without the gun. So we're going to do a little turnaround. And now with the gun, which is the same as the Predator's one, but this time we colored it in dark gray, and with, as you can see, a different type of laser. To be put here. And that will be all for the dragon. So the articulations are the same as Win or Zero, except maybe for the forearms, which are more limited, because as you can see, they can't really turn on the side. And also the head, which really can't move up. It can be moved down, but not up. And I think that's all because the rear legs are quite correct. And I think that's all, so I'm just going to put the egg back in its packaging, and well, it will be time to do a little setup about these two guys. Excuse me. And here I go. So, first Win or Zero, then Freeze Glaru. And I think that will be all for these two guys. So yeah, sum up. So first, the color scheme. So the color scheme for the two dragons is all white. In terms of paint job, I don't really have any big problems, well, at least for my figures, or at least in my opinion. So yeah, of course there will still some little problems for the colors. The eye right there seems to not be fully painted, or sometimes the colors is a little out of the line, as you can see here on the paint job for the wings. And even maybe the yeah, the eyes, which seems a little not really fully perfectly painted, but still, overall it's okay in my opinion. And as for the color schemes themselves, well, they look quite nice. Here you have a nice contrast between a bright color, which is the lime green, and the, well, dark color, which is the black, obviously. So it looks quite nice, even if it's, I think both of them needs more injected color, because you can see here it really lacks of green. As you can see, we can only spot some touch, well, some I don't remember the word for that, but yes, we have some spot of green, but not that much. So I think with more spots of green on the black, it will have looked better, because here, even if you have a nice contrast, it still looks a little bland, in my opinion. And as for this one, well, I really like the fact that the white is really a powerful color, a flashy color, even if it's not pure white, more like creamy white. I really like the color scheme on this one. It really looks good, in my opinion. Blue, white, really two colors which looks good together. And also, if you want to complain, you can complain about the fact that the white on the tail is not exactly the same as the white on the rest of the body. As you can see, this one is it seems a little more brighter, excuse me. So it looks a little weird. So that's all for the color scheme. Could have been a little better in my opinion, but still good. Then you have the well, parts list, if I can say so. So overall, all the parts are new, even if they will be reused in this wave, because in fact, the only thing that will change between the dragons is the colors and also the head mold for some of them. Not all of them, but for some of them you will have a different head mold, and that's all. But at least, well, it's completely different than the previous waves, and so that's still a good point, and the mold looks quite good in my opinion. You have then the construction, so nothing really to talk about here. It's an action figure you build really quickly. Then you have the articulations, which in my opinion are quite okay. Even if, of course, because the two dragons are both four-legged, you can't really do that tons of pose, even if you have ball joints for each limbs. Still two things to note is that first, the dragon with these ball joints can be moved down, so you can really put him closer to the ground, which can be cool. So it's a nice effect. And this one is really limited on his forearms, but you can, if you want, to put him on his two rear legs, like that. So some little things to notice, which can be quite to notice, excuse me, which can be quite cool for if you want to pose your dragon. And then you have finally the overall design, and in my opinion, it looks quite good. In fact, it's really all depends on your taste, I think, because personally, I think they look nice, not incredible, but they look good. And well, that's already that. So if you want to sum up about these dragons, they do not really change in comparison to the older dragons, which for example look like that, because well, they got the same type of articulations. There is nothing improved in terms of articulation, but at least they really got different type of body frame, and so you might find this type of bodies and parts more appealing than this ones. So that's all a matter of opinion in my in my opinion. So feel free to tell me what you think about these dragons. I think they looks okay, could have been a little better on some points, but still they are good. They can be good set. And that said, I think this will be all for this review, guys. So if you have any comments or questions, feel free to ask them. And that said, well, thank you for watching. Have a nice day, and see you later for another video review. Bye bye.